Hello there. I'm going to show how you can stream any non-Steam game to a Steam controller and a mobile device. What I have here is a Google Pixel 2. I have an elaborate system of mirrors set up so that you can see both the phone screen, the controller, and the desktop video output. So what I'm doing here is I have controller connected to phone via Bluetooth. I have the Steam Link app on my Android device connected to my desktop computer, and I think that's it. I'm on a stable Wi-Fi connection, but a recent update has made it so that you can do this from anywhere. You don't have to be on your own local connection, so you can do this on the bus or anywhere that you have a 4G connection, but just be wary that it's going to really eat up a lot of your data. So what I'm going to show here is how to run a non-Steam game. So I have a couple non-Steam games I'm just going to run through here. So I'm going to press the Start Stream button, and you can see on my phone and controller, I'm controlling Big Picture from the controller here. I'm going to go into Library. I've got some recent games in here, and I'll do two tests with Starcraft, a game that was not designed with a controller in mind, unless you count the N64 version, but I'll not go into that. So what you want to do first before setting these up is you want to go to managing your shortcut, or your game, and you can browse all of the local, or you can browse all the configurations that people have made for this game. So in particular, and you want to do this beforehand so you can actually navigate around the game too. So, so some people have uploaded some game mapping profiles here. You can see what it's going to do. I'm just going to use the one that I have loaded up here. I think it's probably from that list, but I'm going to go ahead and play. And the way that you set this up is in Steam on your desktop. You go into the bottom left corner and you say add a non-Steam game. You just link yourself to, or link to the executable that you want to run. And in this case, I just went to the Starcraft executable. And I passed an option so that way it doesn't automatically boot up the Battle.net launcher, but you know, it should work for most games. And we got Starcraft running. So the mouse control is with the right pad. You got mouse buttons mapped to the trigger. I'm just gonna, for demonstration's sake, just boot up a quick mission here.
Greetings, Executor. Though we all grieve for the loss of mighty Tassadar.
And we'll do some little bit of gameplay shown here. So you can select, move around. You can do the ever strategic attack move. So in this case, the left stick will move around the map. There's some other mappings here. If you ever forget, you can always just in Big Picture press the Steam button, and go to your controller configuration, and that will show you everything you need to see. But as you can see, it's running on my desktop in the background. It's running on my phone, and I'm controlling it around with the Steam controller here. Okay, this. Click it.
We should destroy these Nidus canals so as to stem the flow of certain reinforcements through them.
The latency on here is actually pretty decent. The input from the controller showing up on the desktop screen is a little bit better than what you see on the phone, but for, in this case, StarCraft, it works pretty well. It's not really that noticeable. Other games you can do this for, you can stream native or games that were mainly built around keyboard and mouse, Battlefield game, well, for example, of maybe like Squad or other older games like Knights of the Old Republic, you can do this, which actually works quite well with the user-generated mappings. We're going to exit this. Should take us back to big picture. And I'm going to demonstrate this with StarCraft 2 as well. So same process, you just go to the executable on your machine, and then you add it to Steam, and then you navigate it to it in big picture via your phone like so. This is going to bring up Blizzard Launcher, which is kind of a nuisance, but it's probably about the best you can do. And you're in StarCraft 2 on your phone, wherever you want to go. This is not the ideal way to play StarCraft 2, but if you wanted to do story mode or any other thing like that, you can certainly do that. Oops. I'm just going to demonstrate a quick StarCraft 2 game here to add an AI. Start here. So again, in this case, you can go to the big picture mode. You can look at controller configurations in case you forget what everything does. You can remap it as you see fit. And you can even attempt to play StarCraft. And this will work anywhere that you have an internet connection as well. The latency is not too bad. I've done tests where I've walked down the street and done some testing there, and it's not bad for what it is. Drone scout here. There are some older games where this might not work so well if they have like a pre-launcher sort of thing, like old Red Faction. I haven't really tested it out with, but that has kind of like a pop-up thing. Battlezone is another old game on Steam that doesn't quite work as well, but this should work for, I think, most games on Steam. You might want to test per game as you see fit, but you have StarCraft running on your phone with a controller. If you were crazy enough, you could use touchscreen controls on your phone as well, but you probably won't go that crazy. And that's how you can play StarCraft on your phone.